has really reached a certain point. But also these concerns are there. As an environmentalist, as a climate expert, how you see that?
Thank you very much, and thanks for the earlier speakers for sharing their thoughts. So, as Professor Imtiaz has given us a more a rounded historical perspective, let me give a more rounded global perspective as well.
Right.
Because globally, you know, the development over the last 2 centuries since the Industrial Revolution has, similar to what Rizwana just said, benefited some and disbenefited many others. It's a global phenomenon. It's not just within a country like Bangladesh or India phenomenon. And one of the major global consequences, initially we didn't know about, but now we know about, is that we have generated greenhouse gases through burning fossil fuels that are harming people now and will continue to harm us into the future. This is a global phenomenon. Now, that's new. Something we didn't know a long time ago. We've known it for the last 10, 20, 30 years. We are trying to do something about it, not successfully. Now, in that new context of a global problem of climate change, which is related to environmental problems of the local areas, we have the country of Bangladesh as one of the most vulnerable countries to that global climate change impact. And that gives us a brand new recognition, if you like, as one of the most vulnerable countries, which I think is an opportunity for us to now also demonstrate that we can, this is not guaranteed, but I believe we can, become one of the most resilient countries going into the future. So to me, you know, the last 50 years is a way forward to deal with a new 50 years, which will be very different from the 50 years that all of us have. I'm not sure if Rizwana is over 50 years or not, but the rest of us are. The last 50 years we have seen, the next 50 years that our children will see will not be the same world, not the same world in any way, shape or form. And the question now is, are we prepared for a new world or not? And to me, that is the challenge before us in the context of Bangladesh and in the context of South Asia more broadly.
That's a very important point, that whether our politicians and the political executives really appreciate this, the need to go for a different 50 years. I was just talking some time back to the person who was supposed to be the mayor of Kolkata Corporation. I was telling him that don't see the same mayor. I can see the same person, but you should work in a different way. You just can't work the way you have done the last 5 years. You have to acknowledge environment. You have to acknowledge the climate change in the next 5 years. So that's the way it is. Absolutely.